Good evening. I wanted to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Tonight I'm going to talk about Medicaid advisors, specifically non-attorney Medicaid advisors. My name is John Callanan. I'm a certified elder law attorney. I have offices located in Wall Township, New Jersey and Middletown, New Jersey. I've practiced elder law for approximately 18 years. I'm the chairman of the National Academy of Elder Law Attorneys Litigation Committee, and I've helped hundreds of individuals qualify, or thousands perhaps, of individuals qualify for the Medicaid program, specifically individuals seeking Medicaid who are residing in a nursing home or an assisted living residence. In the last, I would say, 4 years, a number of companies have sprung up run by non-attorneys who call themselves Medicaid specialists, Medicaid experts, who assist people with qualifying for Medicaid. Now, the regulations governing the Medicaid program specifically do permit any individual, attorney or non-attorney, to assist you with completing the application for Medicaid benefits. But really, that's where the law ends for a non-attorney. A non-attorney can assist you with completing the application. The moment the non-attorney provides any form of legal advice to you, they are committing what is called the unauthorized practice of law, which the New Jersey Supreme Court has said is a crime. So in other words, if a non-attorney tells you how to spend down your money to qualify for Medicaid, if they give you any kind of planning advice that would save money for you or for your family members, they are engaging in the unauthorized practice of law. If they give you advice regarding how your will should read when you qualify for Medicaid, if they give you advice on the need for a trust for some reason or another, they are providing legal advice and committing a crime. So ironically, some of these non-attorney Medicaid advisors have the word planning in the name of their company, which would lead people to believe that they are going to assist them with planning. They call themselves senior planning. But the problem is that they cannot plan for you by law. If they engaged in any form of planning for you, it would be the unauthorized practice of law, and it would be a criminal act punishable by up to 18 months in jail and a $10,000 fine. And probably what's worse is that people who hire these non-attorney Medicaid advisors and pay anywhere from $5,000 to $6,500 or more for those services believe that the company is advocating and helping them. In reality, many of these non-attorney Medicaid advisor companies receive the majority of their referrals directly from the nursing homes or the assisted living residence in which the elderly individual resides. Family members are typically given the senior planning company's name and told that they either should use them, that they are highly recommended, or I've even had clients tell me that the facility told them they had to use this non-attorney Medicaid advisor company. And the problem with that is, people like referrals who are in business. I like getting referrals. But when somebody is referring you to a company, you have to think, what is in it for this nursing home or this assisted living residence to be referring me to this company? Why are they doing that? And the reason they're doing that is because the non-attorney Medicaid advisor knows that they are getting referrals from the nursing home, and that company is willing to do things for the nursing home that an attorney would never do for the nursing home. For instance, many of these non-attorney Medicaid advisors provide written reports to the nursing home, updating them monthly on the progress of the resident's Medicaid application. Medicaid applications are confidential by law, Moreover, if you came to me or any attorney, as an attorney, I cannot share your information with anybody other than you or whomever you designate me to share that information with. It's confidential information. So I don't provide written monthly reports as to how your Medicaid application is proceeding to the nursing home, because that would be violating my ethical duty to you. I have had clients tell me, a client recently told me that they asked what would happen if my mom has a Medicaid penalty period imposed on her, meaning that because she gave away money in the last 5 years, she's ineligible for Medicaid for a few months when we applied. What would happen to my mom in the assisted living residence when that period of ineligibility for Medicaid is imposed on her for monies that she gave away during the Medicaid 5-year look-back period? And the non-attorney Medicaid advisor told the family, well, what you can do is you can borrow money as a family and use that borrowed money to pay for mom's care. That is ridiculous. The family has no financial obligation to pay for mom's care. Moreover, as much as the facility might say, well, if mom doesn't pay for those 2 or 3 months that she's ineligible because she gave away money in the last 5 years, then we're going to kick mom out. Now, the facility does have the legal right to kick mom out for non-payment of those 2 or 3 months. But what the facility, and what apparently the non-attorney Medicaid advisor won't tell you, is that in order to kick mom out, the facility must come up with a safe discharge plan for mom. In other words, they have to find another place that will accept mom and care for her. The discharge plan cannot be, son, you have to take mom home. That is not a discharge plan. That is, I guess, a hope on the part of the facility. A discharge plan for somebody who lives in an assisted living and needs care, or in a nursing home and needs care, would be a discharge to another nursing home or another assisted living residence. So the problem for the nursing home or assisted living residence, what they won't tell you, is that they can't come up with another facility that will take your mom, so they are stuck with her. And no matter how adamantly they tell you, no, you have to take mom, that is incorrect. I've gone through this numerous times with clients. So the chances, for instance, of me telling a family member that they have to take a loan out, I guess against their house, which would be the only way they could get a loan, like a home equity loan, and pay for mom's care, the chances of my telling a family member that are 0. As a matter of fact, I think if I told a family member that, it would be malpractice on my part, and the family member could sue me. But these non-attorney Medicaid advisors, they're more interested in getting referrals from the nursing homes. One company, in fact, a very large non-attorney Medicaid advisor company, is owned by the same people who own another company that does billing for nursing homes. So that other company does all the billing work for nursing homes, owned by the same people that the non-attorney Medicaid advisor company is owned by. So you have a company that directly works for the nursing home, owned by the same people who own another company that receives substantial referrals from nursing homes, and also, obviously, since it's the same people, they know who is in a nursing home, they know their information, they know their name, they know their contact information, contact person, they know what assets they own. So they are privy already to your information without the referral from the nursing home. In fact, I have had people tell me that they received a call from a non-attorney Medicaid advisor who they had no inclination was going to be calling them whatsoever. So they are taking the information that they have through their other company and using it to then solicit business from the people in the nursing home. And back to the liability, my saying to a family member, you have to pay for mom's care, I could be sued, so I would never do it and never have done it. The non-attorney Medicaid advisor, unlike an attorney, is an unregulated business completely. Many of them give planning advice, which is a crime, so literally they are committing criminal acts on a regular basis. But also they are completely unregulated. They call themselves Medicaid specialists. That is not a real term. That's not a real job. There is no job under the Medicaid law, for instance, called Medicaid specialist. I guess they could call themselves super duper Medicaid experts, whatever they want to call themselves. Who knows? Who knows what training they have? Who knows what education they have? I can tell you a few things. They are completely unregulated. There is no government entity that regulates them. They are completely ungoverned by any code of ethics. They do not have to have liability insurance. So if you do sue them, there's a good chance that they don't have insurance to cover your lawsuit. And they could just close down their shop the second you sue them if they think the liability is going to be too great, and open up a new company the next day. So they could close company one today because they think, well, wow, this guy's going to get, $2 million against us, a judgment. So what I'll do is I'll close my business today and open up business number 2 tomorrow. And now my Medicaid specialists are called Medicaid experts. It doesn't matter because they're completely unregulated. And finally, I think people use the services of a non-attorney Medicaid advisor for 2 reasons. One, a family member just entered a nursing home. So the family is confused and scared, and they want to do what's best for mom. So the nursing home where the person is at, where mom is at, says, oh, use this company, they're the best. So the family feels, I'm doing the right thing by mom. I'm using this great company that the nursing home where mom is at referred me to, so that the nursing home's going to be happy and they're going to keep mom, and I'm really worried that they're going to not keep mom, all of which, as I said before, is completely untrue. In fact, the nursing home, once mom's in the nursing home, quite honestly, is stuck with mom. Even if mom didn't pay for the rest of her life, they couldn't come up with a reasonable discharge plan to get rid of mom. I've had clients who were sort of nightmare Medicaid applications for one reason or another, and their Medicaid application dragged on for 2 years. I eventually did get the Medicaid, but they were nightmare Medicaid applications, and the facility wasn't paid for 2 years. The facility might have threatened from time to time to kick the person out, but they never could because they can't. So on the one hand, the family thinks they're doing the right thing by using this person that the nursing home referred them to, or this company. On the other hand, I think people think, oh, if I go to a lawyer, that lawyer is going to charge so much more than this non-attorney Medicaid advisor company. Non-attorney Medicaid advisor companies charge between $500 and $6,500. As a matter of fact, the largest company I know charges $6,500. I have never charged more than $6,000 to help somebody apply for Medicaid and put together a plan to get them qualified for Medicaid that often saves tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I am doing far more for less. On top of that, with me, I'm an attorney, so I'm governed by a code of ethics. I can't share your information. I have to advocate for you. If the nursing home tells me that they're going to kick you out because you're Medicaid pending and they don't have a Medicaid bed, baloney, I know. I have a list of every nursing home in the state of New Jersey, and just about every bed in every facility in the entire state, every bed is dual certified Medicare and Medicaid. So when mom gets discharged to the nursing home and is getting rehab services in a quote-unquote Medicare bed, she's already in a quote-unquote Medicaid bed. And I know that because I have a list from the state of New Jersey as to every facility and how many beds they have and whether the bed is certified Medicare, certified Medicaid, or certified both. And I know that most facilities, they're certified both, Medicare and Medicaid. Not only that, as I said, even if mom were in a Medicare bed, I know the facility can't kick mom out because they have to come up with a discharge plan, and it's their burden, not the family's. So when you hire an attorney, you get an advocate. You get somebody who has to maintain confidential information, you get an advocate. And you get somebody who can legally plan for you without going to jail for 18 months and without having to pay a $10,000 fine for each violation of the unauthorized practice of law opinion. So you get a lot more for a lot less. Sometimes these non-attorney Medicaid advisors tell people, oh, well, we'll get all the bank statements for you, and we'll get all the information for you. You don't have to do anything. Baloney. First of all, there's always going to be problems when a third party is trying to get somebody else's information. So the family is still going to have to participate in getting all that information with the non-attorney Medicaid advisor. Also, a lot of banks have statements going back 5 years or maybe even 3 years, a lot 5 years nowadays, online. So getting bank statements is simply a matter of setting up an online account or going on to your online account and printing those statements. So what I want to tell everybody today is don't pay more for far less. And don't help somebody who is committing a crime commit a crime. And if you're getting a referral from a nursing home or an assisted living, you should at least ask yourself what is in it for the nursing home and assisted living. And a lot of times what's in it is they know the person they're referring you to, who has the word planning in their name, isn't going to do any planning that's going to save you any money. Thank you.